Today we're making chicken fajitas. Nelson and I were getting ready to update the recipe on villacocina.com, and I told him, you know what? Let's just remake the recipe because I've added a few ingredients in there. And the truth is, I've been having a ton of fun trying out recipes for fajitas. So here is the latest version. I've got 3 bell peppers. Now you can pick whichever color you prefer. I personally like variety, color, texture, different flavors. And obviously this red one is going to be on the sweeter side, as well as the orange one. And for those grassy tones, I do like to go for a poblano pepper. This is a Mexican pepper, but you can also do a green bell pepper. There was a lot of peppers in that sentence. All right, I removed all of those seeds and that stem. Now slice them. I like to keep those slices thick because when they cook, I don't want them to soften too much. I love preserving that crunch. I would say these are about ½ inch in thickness. Now poblanos do tend to be on the mild side. They have a little bit of a kick. It's not that much, but obviously there is a difference since bell peppers are not spicy at all. Everything goes into a bowl. Now let's do a whole white onion. Do those slices as close in size as possible to those bell peppers for even cooking. Set those bell peppers aside. We're gonna start with the marinade. It is delicious. A 1/4 cup of avocado oil, a 1/4 cup of lime juice, 2 tablespoons of red wine vinegar. You could also do white wine vinegar. 2 tablespoons of Dijon mustard. It's gonna add nice creaminess. You can finely mince 5 garlic cloves. I have a garlic press and I'm gonna make use of it. It just does a wonderful job on getting them super fine. I like to get the remainder of the garlic out of this press, finely mince it. Into the marinade it goes. We're making use of everything. For the spices, we've got 1 teaspoon of ground ancho chile, 1 teaspoon of smoked paprika, 1 teaspoon of ground onion, ½ teaspoon of ground cumin, 2 teaspoons of kosher salt, or you can do this to your liking. Some freshly ground black pepper. Whisk until everything is completely combined, and look at that color. I mean, you can smell it, you can see it. This is a really good marinade. I'm gonna reserve 3 tablespoons of this marinade. Just set it aside because it's gonna get used for the veggies, the peppers. We're gonna be using 2 pounds of chicken thighs, and I did pull it out of the refrigerator about 15 to 20 minutes ago just to get that chill out. That way it's not so cold when we cook it. It's just gonna help it cook more evenly. And while it was sitting out at room temperature, I could see that some moisture was released. And this is just excess. So I'm gonna go in there with a paper towel at the bottom of the bowl, in between the chicken pieces as well. Pour that marinade over the chicken. Just mix it in, making sure every single piece is coated. Great, let's get that large pan fired up. Heat a couple of tablespoons of avocado oil over medium heat. Once it is hot, start cooking that chicken. Now make sure you do not overcrowd the pan. If you need to, just cook it in batches. Just make sure it is nicely browned on both sides and fully cooked. Chicken is coming out. So juicy, so flavorful. And I did turn off the heat. No need to keep it going because then the bottom is gonna burn. But you do want to bring the pan back to temperature before adding that second batch to ensure proper browning. All right, time to remove the last batch, and I'm gonna let it rest for 5 to 10 minutes so that when I cut into it, those juices don't run out. Okie dokie, now pour that reserved marinade over the peppers and the onion. Mix it in. Pan is hot. We've got a little bit of oil, same temperature, medium heat. Toss and turn occasionally. This needs to cook through. Actually, I like to leave it slightly softened because of the texture, but it really is up to preference. Let's slice that chicken, and I'm gonna do it against the grain for a tender piece. The grain is running this way. I'm gonna go against it. Yep, chicken also has grains. These peppers are looking marvelous. Let's give them a couple of more minutes. You can actually taste one if you like, just to see if it's to your liking. Peppers galore. So good in this one.
Sounds great.
I'm digging it. All right, chicken goes in. Make sure it's well mixed in. Add salt to taste. It is almost time for us to eat, you guys. Finish it off with a squeeze of lime juice. I did about 2 tablespoons, but the lime juice is to taste as well. Before you know it, these fajitas are done. I will turn off the heat before adding that finishing touch. Lastly, let's do chopped cilantro. Here you can be as generous as you want and ensure all of those flavors are well mixed in. To serve, you can present the fajitas as an entree paired with Mexican rice, refried beans, pico de gallo, guacamole, or a salad to name a few. For a simpler option, serve them in tacos using corn tortillas topped with guacamole, pico de gallo, Mexican crema, or you could even go with sour cream. Today we're making tacos and the smells are seriously drawing me in.
We need a taco, that's what we need.
I know, so good. Now, I'm not sure about you having that whole pan of fajitas right beside you.
Can I get any better than this?
All right, let's do this. Oh my goodness. These are top notch.
This is very good. Wow.
That meat just has so much flavor, so much flavor. It is tender, cooked perfectly. And chicken thighs tend to withhold heat much better than breast. And honestly,
it might be because of the fat content.
I think they have a ton more flavor. Nelson is becoming a pro over here. Those bell peppers, right? Look, if I'm gonna have fajitas, I gotta have some texture on those peppers. It adds to the dish, balances everything out. If there's something that I will not ask for is fajitas if I see that those bell peppers are all mushy and like super soft. But that's just preference, right? Everybody has their own. Now, comment down below. What's your preference? I would love to know. We'll have a race and see what kind of texture people like out there. I'm very curious.
I'll tell you, I'll give you mine.
Go.
I would only add onions and poblano peppers. Lots of poblano peppers.
Texture-wise?
I don't know, I just love poblano peppers.
Oh my goodness. The full printable recipe is going to be available on villacocina.com. Now, don't forget to rate your favorite recipes 5 stars because that's how you show us support. I've seen your comments. I've seen your ratings. You guys, thank you so much. It warms my heart. You are the best. And the fact that you're going in there, taking your time to rate and write a comment,
we appreciate that.
we're sending you a ton of love your way. Don't forget to subscribe, like this video, and click the notification bell. And until the next one, everyone, bye.